Potawatomi Sportsbook postgame show. Bet above the rest. Only at the Potawatomi Sportsbook, Milwaukee. After the last pitch, you've made the switch for 21 seasons. We'll hear from the manager, the players, and the highlights from the game. It's time to talk about the game and the team with Tim Allen and Tommy Wortz on the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network.
It is a final from American Family Field, and the results are good. Another Brewers victory, 9-5 the final, and welcome in, everybody. Time for the Potawatomi Sportsbook postgame show here in the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios. Right there is Tommy Wortz, the Tommy Wortz.
Whoa.
The Tommy Wortz. My name is Tim Allen, and the Brewers get another victory, 45-26. Is it Cooper Pratt night tonight? I thought it was last night. I think it might be tonight.
Ooh, is it Cooper Pratt night or is it Chad Patrick night?
Oh, man, some big performances here, and really the offense as well. I mean, the offense seems like there's just a little gel going on here.
Just a little.
Yeah, if it's not Bowers, it's Churio. If it's not Churio, it's Yelich. If it's not Yelich, it's Contreras. If it's not Contreras, it's Sal Frelick. If it's not Frelick, you get Vaughn pitching in. Then you get Cooper Pratt with some boxes checked here in his young career. He gets his first hit. Yeah, he does. And he got his first run scored. Got that. Got his first multi-hit game.
Oh.
We forget about that.
Yeah, big deal.
A big deal to knock in a run. A big deal to steal a base. So, and one of the most impressive things, I mean, I love it. The Coop chants. Oh, this could be just a new generation of Coop.
A new generation of Coop.
And Pratt into right field, a base hit. One run is in. Frelick, Perkins will stop. Cooper Pratt has his first RBI in the big leagues. 9-4 Milwaukee.
Have a day, Cooper Pratt. Couple of hits, gets his first big league RBI on this pitch right here, drives it to the opposite field.
The Coop chants. You can hear him underneath there. The Coop.
Oh, big time. My goodness. I think Brian Anderson on Brewers TV put it right. You know, he said it reminds you of they had another Cooper years ago, and generational people will understand that it's Cecil Cooper, and boy, they were loud back in those days of Coop. But he said that it's in the Brewers' DNA, these Coop chants. I just love that line because it's true. I mean, that to me, that's music to my ears right there, and that's what needed to happen here. What do we talk about? Prior to Cooper Pratt, playing in yesterday's game, leading up to that conversation was just don't get off to a bad start, man. Just make sure you're not going 0 for 17. Now you're digging. You're probably digging a hole, and you're forcing, you're pressing, you're trying to do everything. You're getting too much advice. He took care of that now. With a multi-hit game tonight, knocks in a run, scores a run. It was a nice performance all the way around. Now we get to Chad Patrick, 3 1/3, 1 hit, 1 walk, no runs, and 7, as Big Dog Chase would say, punchies.
Yeah, the punchies were rolling for Chad Patrick, and I don't want to steal away from Cooper Pratt's big day because when you get your first career hit, when you get your first career RBI, your first career stolen base, your first career multi-hit game, it's your night. I get it. But Chad Patrick needed this night just as bad as Cooper Pratt did, it feels like, after the last 2 outings in which we saw his ERA go up a full point because of how poorly he went against Vegas and who was the team, the last team he pitched against now? It's escaping me. And the Phillies. Chad Patrick needed a shutdown day too, and he had to do it out of nowhere because of Brandon Sproat's injury.
Had a tough Brandon Sproat, tough 4th inning, obviously. 9 up, 9 down with 5 strikeouts to start the ball game through 3. 33 pitches, 25 strikes. This is why this organization likes Brandon Sproat. Now, on the other hand, the 4th inning gets going. You're up 5 runs in the 4th. You're mid-game in the 4th inning. You just can't walk the leadoff guy, Brandon. I don't know what to tell you. You can't walk the leadoff man up 5 runs. This isn't Freddie Freeman or Shohei Ohtani that, I'll just pitch around him. It's a tight ball game. It's a 1-run game, 2-run. No, this is a 5-run lead. You got to go to him, and then a base hit, and then another walk. Now you're in trouble. But you do get a strikeout of Hoskins right there, and that was a big, big out. Now, next hitter up, it's a 2-1 count. You go 98 sink hard, 98 down, and it's a swing and the miss. Now you got him 2-2. Ooh, man, I don't know who called the curveball, but he hung it, and they hung a 4-spot on him in one swing. Now, I don't know where that you still have to execute pitches. I get it. But my goodness, I would have went hard right at him. Just go at him, hard stuff, sinker. Use your sinker. They were going a curveball, and it hung up there. But anyway, he leaves the injury. A hamstring is what they're thinking.
A cramp, I think, is what they said, though. Like, it might just be, I don't know. The cramp, the pride. I don't know what could be injured right now.
Reminded me of my son when he was 10 years old pitching. And he's getting rocked. He said, "Oh, my arm hurts. I got to come out." Yeah,
I don't know. I'm not going to speculate on anything, but the cramp diagnosis made it sure seem like.
Why, how about Christian Yelich in the first inning? Brandon Sproat, 3 up, 3 down. Looks like he's on, and Christian Yelich comes up, and the Brewers they love the first inning.
Try to put some early runs on the board, and that is Yelich deep into left field. That has some carry, and that's how you start a ball game. Yelich goes opposite field. And the Brewers strike first here tonight in the first.
Yeah, how about Christian Yelich in that leadoff spot? The team's offense seems to be – I think you're looking for a turning point, Tommy. I think once Yelich went to that leadoff spot, you seeing just a little different dynamic.
Yeah, well, I have it right here. Since Christian Yelich has been hitting leadoff, the Brewers are 12-6 now in games in which Yelich hits leadoff. And a lot of people clamoring for Andrew Vaughn to be in that lineup every day. Oh, why is Andrew Vaughn here? Why isn't he here against righties? Myself included. That's me doing an impression of me. But Sal Frelick shut me up.
Williams deals to Frelick, drives one in the gap. Into right center, down and to the wall. In to score is Contreras. Bowers being waved home.
Cheetah.
No throw.
There you go, Jake.
It's a double for Sal.
I mean, how fast do you have to be for no throw on that one? Come on, Jake.
Cheetah.
The cheetah. I mean, just call it how it is. But Sal Frelick, I know there were plenty of people who would be upset that he was in a lineup that Andrew Vaughn is not in.
Mm-hmm.
Coming up big in the first in the moment he needed to come up big.
How do they do that? How does Murph do this?
Well,
I don't know how he does it.
Yeah, it's he had Sal, I believe, was the only Brewer that had hit a home run in his career off of Gavin Williams coming into today.
Right.
So maybe he was playing the Blake Perkins, Christopher Sanchez bet as well on Sal Frelick versus Gavin Williams today, who, by the way, was having a very good season coming into this game.
Mm-hmm.
And again, the Brewers destroying another pitcher's hopes and dreams at postseason accolades.
Out of the second inning, it was Cooper Pratt, and we already heard the highlight, got his first major league hit. That was huge.
That wasn't his first hit we played.
So you want to limit the expectations on the bat as he shoots one through, and there it is, his first hit in the big leagues. And it comes in his second game.
Coop. That's going to be awesome.
Yeah, it set the table for the Brewers to score another couple of runs in that second. So they're up 3-0. You're thinking, give us a blowout game. He moves to second on the bunt. Yelich, how about you? Have a day.
And he shoots one left center, well hit, and it's going to bounce off the wall. Yelich is in. Terang flying into second base with a double.
You meant this one.
And he shoots out into the opposite field. It's down, a base hit. They're going to send Pratt. Throw from center is up the line. Pratt scores. Yelich to second. 4-0 Brewers on Yelich's second RBI.
I'm using the prehistoric Adobe Audition over here, by the way. I would just like everyone to know that. Hopefully that will not be the case tomorrow.
All right. And so now I'll set the table, give you a little softball toss. Yelich would move to third on a fielder's choice. He'd be there with 2 outs. And it was that number 2 guy. He was that number 2 guy that plays second base. It was that number 2 guy that should be an all-star. But it was Bryce Terang.
And he shoots one left center, well hit. And it's going to bounce off the wall. Yelich is in. Terang flying into second base with a double. It is 5-0 Brewers. We're in the second inning.
Well, the Guardians would come back, that grand slam we just discussed in the 4th inning. It says 5-4, suddenly a game, and that really got the vibe going. The mic placement for Brewers TV and radio had me listening to the dugout of the Cleveland Guardians losing their mind when that grand slam went. They were all sorts of fired up. But Jackson Churio later in the game put an end to that, didn't he?
Hamilton dancing at second base. Churio, right field, on the barrel, back on it, fly. He's at the wall. It's gone. It's a 2-run opposite field home run. Jackson Churio stays hot. Bernie hits the slide. The reigning National League Player of the Week pops his 10th home run of the year.
Wow, he is having a June.
6 homers over his last 7 games. Go ahead, do it, Tim. Do it. 6,
Unbelievable.
7. Yeah. I know.
Unbelievable.
He is on fire right now, and I don't know if there's anyone on this Brewers team able to be as hot as Jackson Churio is right now. I think that might separate him into best offensive piece on this Brewers team. What he is doing over this stretch is ridiculous, and I don't know if anyone else on the team is capable of it.
Or maybe superstardom.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's the Brewers have him for so long, too.
He's headed in that direction. There's no question about that. All right, Andrew Vaughn, the aforementioned, he would find his way into the game and produce.
He's got 9 extra base hits against left-handed pitching. Remember, he missed 6 weeks to start the year. Oh, it hits the bag. It's into left field. Contreras will score. And Andrew Vaughn into second base. An RBI double. And it's 8-4. Off the pillow.
And we'll end our highlight package where we began. And that's with Cooper Pratt. Have your first multi-hit game and grab your first RBI at the same time.
And Pratt into right field, a base hit. 1 run is in. Freeland, Perkins will stop. Cooper Pratt has his first RBI in the big leagues. 9-4 Milwaukee.
Have a day, Cooper Pratt. Couple of hits. Gets his first big league RBI on this pitch right here. Drives it to the opposite field.
That was the Brewers'
Goodness, I love that.
113th run of June. They have played 15 games, Tim Allen. I don't know what has happened to this Brewers offense.
It's good.
But I'm okay with it. Oh, Tim, do you know what else? You know what else they have now? 27 home runs in 15 games. That is third most in Major League Baseball.
And I was going to say that. They're starting to hit home runs now.
Yes.
Murphy's making fun of it, but they're starting to hit home runs. I think this is starting to become it's hard to measure. It's hard to quantify the success or failure of how a lineup is assembled.
Ooh,
it's hard to do that. It really is, because there's so many little things but it's just to feel this offense, as I said 20 minutes ago, if it's not one dude, it's another. I don't know. Now, again, we're going to wait on Cooper Pratt, but if Cooper Pratt is decent, should we say that? He's decent. Anywhere in this lineup, any inning, something can get going and produce.
I have a fun game for you, Tim. It's called Guess That Player's Slash Line. Okay, I just made it up right now. So who on the team is hitting .303, has a .379 on base percentage, and a .527 slugging in the month of June? Who would that be? Take a guess at a player.
Mitchell.
No, that's actually the entire team slashing in the month of June.
See, I mean, it's just
that was a trap to help us, but a team OPS of 906 through the first 15 games of the month.
yeah.
And they're batting 303 as a team right now in this month.
That's 50 points higher than most other teams.
278 for the Colorado Rockies is second.
Right. And the average is probably 240 something.
Yeah.
In all of Major League Baseball.
For reference, the Arizona Diamondbacks are the worst team in the month of June, and they are hitting 210 as a team. The Chicago Cubs are hitting 235 as a
right
team.
Where they belong.
Yeah,
yes.
I know. Couldn't have happened to a nicer bunch of guys.
Indeed. All right. Want to get your reaction after this one. A 9-4 Brewers victory. Almost gave away a 5-run lead. It was down to a 1-run lead. And then you build it back right up there to a 5-run lead and a 5-run win. 45-26 here in the 2026 championship season. Is this a new high water mark? 19 games over 500?
It is.
I believe so. Let's celebrate that tonight as we talk Brewers baseball. 414-677-1250. Tommy Wortz, Tim Allen, 9 for the final Potawatomi Sportsbook postgame show here in the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios.
Sportsbook postgame show. Bet above the rest. Only at the Potawatomi Sportsbook, Milwaukee. After the last pitch, you've made the switch for 21 seasons. We'll hear from the manager, the players, and the highlights from the game. It's time to talk about the game and the team with Tim Allen and Tommy Wortz on the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network.
It is a final from American Family Field, and the results are once again good. A Brewers 9-4 victory to take Game 2 and take the series over the Cleveland Guardians. Welcome in Potawatomi Sportsbook post-game show here in the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios. Tim Allen, Tommy Wortz, and another Brewers victory. I don't know what is the highlight here. I'm going to say probably after the Cooper Pratt. I mean, he gets a lot of firsts here tonight during this victory. But I think the storyline is quickly becoming the offense, Tommy. The more this moves along here, and I know it was a 2-1 game last night. You bounce back with a 9 spot today. You probably want to be a little bit more consistent with that. But I think, I don't want to speak on behalf of all Brewers fans, but I know some, if you're like me, you're starting to build a tremendous amount of confidence in, I don't care who's up first, which 3 batters are up in the 5th inning of Sunday's game in Atlanta. I really don't care, because it seems like they can get something going. Somebody can be the hero at any time.
Tim, another storyline that may not get brought up if I don't bring it up right this second. The Atlanta Braves did lose not just 1 game, but 2 games today. And the Milwaukee Brewers now have the 2nd best winning percentage in the National League, only behind the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Mm-hmm. I had the Dodgers Rays game on today while I was getting some work done. Hated every second of it.
Yeah, I mean, as you should. I get it. Yeah. But
Nicolay Law talking text line 414-677-1250. What is most impressive here? The pitching numbers are outstanding when you go league wide. The offense now is starting to step up clearly in the month of June. Mm-hmm. I mean, we're seeing some outstanding numbers. But what's the bigger story?
The offense. The offense
got to be the offense.
The offense is the story. We kind of knew what was happening with the pitching staff. I think over the last 2 months now, Brewers baseball, we've been clamoring for more offense. And again, to the point we were making yesterday, if Cooper Pratt's going to have 2 hit days, his expectation is to be the 8th best player. This is exactly what it worked out to be. And if Cooper Pratt's having 2 hit days, first 2 hits of his career, congrats, Cooper Pratt. They're hitting home runs now. That also could be a storyline as well, Tim Allen.
Yeah, and it all is dialed into this offense. Maybe this is what they needed. Remember, we talked about it a month ago when people were, hey, bring up Jet Williams, bring up Cooper Pratt, bring up Luis Lara. And we made the comment here on this show that, if nothing else, just a spike of youthful energy. And I know you don't win on that, but sometimes that can be a powerful thing. You see how they embrace Cooper Pratt. Let him run out by himself like royalty. It just maybe that just a little kick in the tail, at least at the bottom end of that lineup. If he's going to hold pitchers accountable and get on them for walking leadoff hitters and, hey, this is the big leagues, you don't walk guys and things like that. Well, then he's got to hold some players accountable offensively. And what he did with the Sal Frelick, for example. Sal Frelick sort of lost his everyday gig. Have we noticed this? Now, does he still play a lot? Yes. Does he play every single day, rubber stamped into the lineup? It's good to see him barrel the ball up, though.
Very, very good. That. Yeah, I mean, and I know that Sal's kind of a fan favorite too. I'm not we're never rooting against any Brewers players, but it's hard to argue what you've seen out of Andrew Vaughn this year and say, you know what? Sal Frelick should be playing instead of that guy.
Right.
And he proved everyone wrong today. A huge hit, massive in the first inning, in the moment he needed to do it. So kudos to Sal tonight too.
And Vaughn off the bench comes in with an RBI double.
Yeah. It's maybe the most complete offensive day we have seen in this entire month. Like the even though the 15-run game happened, like that was in Vegas. the offense just seemed from top to bottom like clicking today.
I just think I've been feeling that for a few weeks now. The offense, it's and again, it's hard to explain, but it's not just a left, right. It's not just Contreras should always be the cleanup hitter and Terang always should be the 3. It's not just that. It's how one of the worst things that can happen to an offense, or the most inconsistent thing, is that they're all hot at the same time. I shouldn't say worse. That's a good thing. But guess what? They may all come down at the same time too.
Yeah. Let's
with this configuration though, Tommy, they're switching off.
No.
I mean, it's not one guy every night.
It's
these 2 tonight, and then it's those 3 tomorrow, and then you're back to that other 2 tomorrow. It's crazy.
Well, yesterday was Mitchell and Terang were the only 2 guys to get a hit, right? Yep. And then today, Yelich cleans it up right away. Churio staying hot. Cooper Pratt stepping in his second career game. It's all good news. Let's get a caller in before we got to hit a break too. Rich in Racine, you're first up. You're leading off today. What's up, Rich?
Hey guys, nice to talk to you. I'm an old man. I'm going to be 80 years old. And the last 7 years of my life watching this Brewers team, I've been watching them since the day they came into Milwaukee. But these last 6 or 7, I can't even remember how long, we've been going through something really, really special here. This team has given more enjoyment to the people of Milwaukee than I can't ever believe. I watched the Braves play. They were great. I enjoyed it to the bitter end in 65. But this is really something special. And I think, and I may be wrong, it all started, and I'm not giving him all the credit, but it all started when they got Yelich. And things just seem to be really, really solid since then. We've had our ups and downs, but we don't get on the radio when everybody's complaining like the Chicago boys or the people in New York. We're having fun with this. I hope everybody is having as much fun as I am.
Big
and that's
picture
about all
view.
I got to say.
Rich, great call. Great call. It's a big picture view. We can, devil's in the details, and I understand, and I lose my mind too on certain situations. But if you go big picture, macro view, zoom back, wide angle, however you want to phrase it, it is an amazing stretch compared to, what are we comparing it to? Other stretches of Brewers baseball, right? We have to keep that in mind. We're not comparing this to a stretch for the Cincinnati Reds in the 70s, or the Oakland A's, or the Toronto Blue Jays in the 90s winning 3. Or at one point, the New York Yankees winning 25 of the first 100 World Series. What we're doing is comparing it to Brewers baseball. And think about it this way. When do you get addicted to Brewers baseball? Probably between the ages of 8 and 20. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
When did you get addicted? What phase was it?
CC is where I was 8 years old when CC Sabathia was here, and I feel like that's where I remember picking up Brewers baseball.
Okay, fair enough. And now Rich had mentioned since 2018. I think it's before that. I think that the organization started catching fire right around that whole Prince, Weeks, Hardy, Hart, Braun, Hall, Gallardo, Sheets, etc.
Yeah, but I mean, to be fair, like this is from 2018 to 2026.
Massive.
It's the best run of it's the best. What is that 9 year run? It's the best 9 year run of Brewers baseball.
Oh yeah,
it doesn't matter.
You've missed the playoffs one time since 18. That's it. You've been playing postseason baseball every year but one for almost a decade. That's wild. So yes. Now, what's the logical next step here? We all know what that is. And there's somebody barking at their radio right now or bloodying up their thumbs trying to text the Nicolay Law Talking text line saying, that's not good enough anymore. And to some degree, I'm with you. It's fun. It's, quote, successful. Man, I was thinking about it today. This team is just really, really fun. It just is. How they play, their mannerisms, the style of their manager, the fan base, the the park. It's just a really, really fun organization right now. Go back to Burnett, Sexton, and Jenkins era. Was supposed to have success there. What did 1 year? What was the loss total?
Over 100.
106?
Yeah, it wasn't great.
No, it wasn't good. They tried. Not like this. This last decade, to Rich's point, is amazing. I hope everybody's enjoying it. Looks like the attendance figures are proving that everyone's enjoying it. But tonight, they do it again. And now this is, again, the journey that they're on in the 26 championship season, that there's still a lot of chapters left in this book.
Yeah. I want to get another one in here before we head to break here. Southside Doobie, you're up next. What's going on, Doobs?
Hey, how are you guys? Tommy, you're killing it tonight.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, I'm going to give you a little quiz. So out in right field, number 5 tonight. I'm going to go a little bit further back, Tim. Sixto Lezcano.
Oh, number 16.
And then I thought he was number 5.
No, Lezcano, 16.
Really?
That's the name, Sixto, 16.
Well, he was the 16th child, I think.
Well, maybe.
And number 16. I'm sorry.
But anyway, I'm going back to let's get a little bit of a grip here. Cecil Sylvester Cooper. Cooper, a different Cooper.
Yes, 15.
Number 15. 2-time Gold Glove winner, 3-time Silver Slugger, career batting average of .298.
How does someone have a career batting average? I mean, there's better, obviously. But we'd kill for that these days. Yeah, we'd kill for it these days.
I mean, it says he hit 300 each year with the Brewers in his first 7 years, with a career high of 316.
And if you didn't, as a kid back then, or even an adult, if you didn't emulate Cecil Cooper's batting stance, you weren't human. You were not human.
You're right. You're right, Tim. Oh, man, we did it every time. Waggle that bat. And
front leg a little straight. Yep.
Yeah, but anyway, hey, you guys, it looks like we're going to lose Murph to some health problems. So who are you guys thinking? Because they changed the administrative order. There's no
bench coach
right now.
Or associate manager.
Yeah, maybe council will be fired by then.
Wouldn't that be? That'd be awesome.
Absolutely not.
That'd be awesome.
No, it would ruin the whole vibe of this season. Absolutely not. No way. We are
Vogel
not
back.
Oh God, I'm gonna throw up in my mouth. Don't do this.
But
no.
It's probably, I would assume, Hook.
Well, Lane is kind of like the next guy, I thought, right? I know Hook's making the changes, maybe. So maybe it is Hook, but I think I would rather trust Chris Hook with the duties, knowing literally nothing about them other than what I see on television.
Yeah, I wonder who's going to take over if Murph is going to be out for any length of time.
He's going to be out for some time,
I would think.
And I can't believe you said Hook, because I called Rengifo to be the one to go like a long time ago.
Yeah, Rengifo must go. Faux show. Yeah.
Yeah.
No more Rengifo.
I think Chris Hook. Isn't that weird? You called Chris Hook. I think it's going to be Hook.
Yeah, probably. All right, Dubes.
Thanks,
you
Doobie.
Take it easy, man.
All right.
Yeah, reminiscing about whose batting stance did you emulate?
Oh, Ryan Braun's.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, or Ricky Weeks. Ricky Weeks with the bat. Like,
I used to do more Don Money, he had that scrunchy shoulder scrunch up real tight.
Ichiro had a good one. I know it's not a Brewer, but still very iconic.
Rod Carew.
Kevin Youkilis. Oh, Youkilis used to separate his hands and then bring him in when the pitch was coming. Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah. With Robin Yount for me, it's really wide open.
Okay, yeah, there's a question for the text line. 414-677-1250. Favorite batting stance to emulate as a child? Yeah, I love it.
All right, yeah, we'll talk about that. And a 9-4 Brewers victory. How impressive has this offense been to you guys? Nicolay Law talking text line 414-677-1250. It is the Potawatomi Sportsbook postgame show. Brewers win. We're talking about it here in the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios. Hey, Brewers victory 9-4 the final. And do they like the first inning scoring runs or what?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. They put up 3 today. Yelly a home run, and how about Sal Frelick, a 2-run double? We see you on hold there, and part of our being on a network now throughout this great state of Wisconsin, we're going to have to break quick. So we'll squeeze one in, but the rest of you guys, we will get to a massive segment next after the next break. But let's get Brandon in here before we head to this final break of the hour. Brandon, what's going on?
I'm talking batting stances. First of all, the hold music was fantastic. Second of all, Jeff Bagwell was the greatest batting stance in my opinion.
Yeah, good one.
How about Ricky Weeks? A lot of movement up top.
Yeah.
How about who was the guy?
Sheffield had a crazy one too.
Sheffield
right?
was great.
Leg kick with Jenkins.
I like the leg kick. The Julio Franco, that's going back. That was a cool batting stance as well.
Yeah, Julio Franco played till he was like 50 too.
Who was the dude that would twirl the bat?
I think he's still in Double A.
His name, Mickey
Moniak.
Mickey Rivers. Mickey Rivers.
Made up
Go
name.
watch some highlights of Mickey Rivers. He'd twirl the bat like a baton.
Okay,
I got to YouTube that.
Mickey Rivers. What do you got on the game today, Brandon?
I just thought it was a great game. Cooper Pratt's first couple of hits was awesome. Yelich leading off. We're hot. We're hot. What else do you want?
That's right. That's good. Brandon, thank you. I love those Coop chants. I cannot believe how much that brings me back to Cecil Cooper.
Really?
Oh my God, it sounds just like it.
It's crazy because Cooper Pratt and Cecil Cooper look identical too.
They could be brothers. Yes. But to hear the Coop chants, like they keep it going. Okay, so we have the Joey. I love that.
Those are going away, by the way. Those are happening less and less.
Just do it for fun.
It's not going to happen if he's going to be a defensive replacement in games either.
He's going to have some ABs. Come on now. If he's on this team, he's going to get some ABs. And he's actually been hitting a little bit better. So he's put back in a role that I think is acceptable to most Brewer fans right now. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so.
Yeah, people are all right with him coming in and not getting an at-bat during a game. Yeah, that's fine. J-Mo, Cousin Tim, Trell, Mike, Harley, Cone Roller, all stick around. We're going to get you, I promise.
Yeah, we will. We will get to you. A long segment after the break here. Brewers get the 9-4 victory. How about that win on Sunday against the Phillies? Now you've won 2 consecutive series since you lost one in Vegas. That debacle in Vegas. That's why that Sunday game was humongous. See what I'm saying? Now you've won 2 consecutive.
You're
now you
so
go
lucky we're coming up on the break.
I know that. We have to take a break. Potawatomi Sportsbook post-game show. Stick around. A lot to get to after this Brewers win. Ooh, it is another Brewers victory tonight. They take game 2 of this 3-game series over the Guardians. An offense, the name of the game, 9 runs. They were up 5-zip, and then, ouch, grand slam. Walk, base hit, walk, homer. And it was 5-4, but I didn't feel that bad even at 5-4, I got to admit.
No.
Although these Guardians, they can get you. The dog can bite you. But I still felt pretty good. All right, let's get to the calls here. We were talking about this Brewers offense, number one. Chad Patrick, outstanding today. What a bounce back after his last 2 appearances, one against Philadelphia and the other one in Las Vegas. Not real good at all, but this was 3 1/3, 1 hit, 1 walk, no runs, and 7 strikeouts of the 10 outs. Outstanding. And then finally, we were talking about your favorite batting stance to emulate.
Yeah, I got a good one here. Scotty Tiffany, how could we forget Craig Counsell's stance?
Oh my goodness. That goofy looking thing.
He went to Chicago. Easily forgettable.
Yeah,
LOL.
that whole
Chuck Knobloch getting on there. I mentioned
way up
too.
there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. Let's see. JMO, you've been holding on the longest, man. What's going on, Judge?
Howdy.
Howdy.
Hey, the weirdest batting stance I can remember. You remember Julio Franco?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Second mention now. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, his was like a corkscrew.
That's true.
Hey, Judge, I want to go back to Tim Allen with the topic of should pitching or the offense be
the storyline.
And I would like to know if you'll hear a case.
Oh, I'm always down to hear a case from Tommy Baseball. Absolutely.
Tim Allen, would you like to represent the offense since it was your idea?
Yeah, I mean, sure. I know the rankings are starting to rise a little bit. So, you got to remember, in defense of this offense, they were without 3 of their best hitters for a month worth of baseball. We're just 2.5 months in. So you've only had everyone together for a month and a half. And now look at certainly this month is huge, scoring 1 million runs. The home runs are starting to come a little bit, and the chemistry or the gel, if you will, between this lineup on a regular basis. It could be any number of these guys. Look what Bowers did tonight, Tommy. And I'm not ripping on Bowers. Judge, I'll use Bowers as the example. Didn't do much tonight. Watch him tomorrow. That's the thing. They trade off on a nightly basis. Offense has been stellar.
Okay. And on the pitching side of things, for the entire year, the Brewers pitching staff has the 4th best team ERA. They have the most strikeouts in Major League Baseball. And they're doing this all with a bunch of guys who, quite frankly, they really had no idea who the hell many of them were coming into this season. Jacob Mizorowski headlining the Cy Young race. Kyle Harrison, you gave up Caleb Durbin and Anthony Siegler and Andre Monasterio, never forget. And then Brandon Sproat, while he looked not great in the 4th inning today, he was the best pitcher of the night for 3 innings on top of it. And how big was this game for Chad Patrick? Seriously.
Well, I will just leave it on the court's behalf here. I mean, you're scoring 9 runs today. You're going to put up probably 7 or 8 more tomorrow. You're just rolling right now.
Oh, and Ulysses S. Grant Anderson unscored upon in 23 of his 28 appearances now this year. just putting that out there.
And Ashby didn't get the win today.
Correct.
Well, there are some mighty convincing arguments. No 2 ways about that. But Chicks dig offense, and so does Judge JMO.
Yeah. I was putting myself in a losing case. It's all right. The offense is awesome. Although, do Chicks dig the long ball, or if you could throw 105, would she be okay with that too?
She might be into that.
She might be into that.
You might, Rabbit. But the Brewers this month have, I think, what is it, 40 more runs than any other team going into today.
They right now have 113 runs scored as a team. In just
and the Athletics have something like 82.
93 for the Rockies. Yes.
93 for the okay.
But that's still 20.
That was way off.
But that's still 20 more runs. And the Rockies scored 23 runs in one game against the A's in Vegas.
Yeah, that's a bit of an anomaly, isn't it?
Yeah. So the verdict of the offense, I agree. I can see.
I mean, it's in fuego. It can't be denied, and it's what Tim Allen has been praying for the last 3-4 weeks now. And it's come to fruition. Listen to that engine purr, Daddy. And we just got a new spark plug, a platinum one, maybe. Who knows?
Full tank of gas, and we're on a mission from God.
We're all wearing sunglasses.
Hey, thanks, J-Mo.
Thank you, J-Mo.
With that peace, love. So, brother.
All right, there he is. Next. Let's keep moving here. How about we go to Harley and the VA? What's going on, Harley?
Hey, Tim. Hey, Tommy. First of all, Timmy, I need to tip your hat to you. You told me and a lot of post-gamers back in April and May to calm down, that this offense would turn around. And I have to admit, I thought you were nuts.
It's going to be good, and they're good, and it's going to continue to be good.
And now they are, not only good, I think they're extremely good.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Tommy, I don't have the numbers like you do, but boy, they're fun to watch. And I thought these guys didn't hit home runs.
Yeah, they do.
Apparently they do, don't they?
Yeah. The other issue, Tommy, I think it was you and Thunder were talking like 4 or 5 days ago about possible starting pitching coming in. One mentioned the name was a kid, Owens, out of Minnesota.
Joe Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan. Is that someone that you say that Milwaukee should bring in? So I'll leave you on that note.
Okay.
And have a good night, guys.
Thanks, Harley.
Thank you.
Joe Ryan would be awesome.
Yeah. Would it cost as much as a Scooble? Nope.
No, but he is on a mutual next year for $13 million.
Come on.
No.
They can afford that,
yeah,
right?
You would hope. You would hope. Yeah. I'm not saying that. I don't think it's going to be cheap. I think you're going to have to give up prospects you like. I'm just saying, maybe not Scooble level, but yeah, you're giving up prospects for Joe Ryan. They know what they have in Minnesota.
Agreed. Yep.
Let's keep it going here. Cone Roller, he's in Phoenix. What's going on, Cone?
Hey, gentlemen. Good evening. How about those Brewers? Tim, just got to say, you better call up the ex-wife and tell her to get that broom ready tomorrow.
Okay, will do. Yep, I'll drop the text.
And I just want to say I got some family listening. I want to give a shout out to my niece, Elliot. She is 2 years old and is going to be the next big post-game fan. So you got a new generation coming for you, Tim.
All right. Excellent. What are you doing down there in Arizona?
I just had dinner with the lady tonight. Just driving back on a beautiful evening. Brewers win. Curious on what you guys think of Brandon Sproat and kind of his, looking into the crystal ball of the future. What is his role on this team look like? Do you see him, on the post season roster?
This year.
Good question. All right. We'll respond. You have anything else for us tonight, Cone?
Nothing.
Awesome.
One,
well,
thanks, Cone.
Yeah, thank you for listening on that Odyssey app too. Tell your friends about it that might be Brewers fans down in Arizona.
Wow, Brandon Sproat postseason roster.
Okay, it's been in fans that I've talked to, or certainly friends that I've talked to about this team. It's pretty polarizing on different levels. Brandon Sproat. I've heard some people say like him. Other people say, got to get him out of the rotations. Well, it's not good.
It's really hard to look at Sproat and evaluate 2026 only, right? Because we'll look at the jump. Not that his potential is maybe near Mizorowski level, but just look at the jump from stuff and then add command to stuff. And Brandon Sproat could be very good at baseball by the end of this too.
You would assume he's going to be, but he gets himself into trouble with the bout of command.
So did Miz last year.
He did.
And Miz made a meteoric, exponential, doesn't feel like it does enough to say the jump that he made. But if Sproat can even just move a little bit closer to the command level that we need him to be at, to be an everyday guy, to be, if I'm going to say today, Brandon Sproat is not on the postseason roster.
I would agree if we had to make that choice today, but those 3 innings tonight, 9 up, 9 down, 5 strikeouts of the 9, just looked great. Just looked amazing. I mean, even if again, I don't like the pitch selection. Who hit that home?
Schneemann.
I don't like the pitch selection on the 2-2. I thought it was a horrible call. And again, that's the one thing I love about baseball is that we can split it all the way down to the pitch selection. And then it's, did he execute the right pitch? So was it the right pitch call, or did the pitcher not execute? I think it was just a horrible pitch selection right there to go to a curveball.
Yeah, well, credit William on that one.
I can't on that one. I won't. I'm not going to. But outside of that, he had a chance to get out of that thing. He did. He doesn't give up.
Struck out Hoskins right away.
Yep. And now apparently it's a hamstring cramp is what they're saying.
He already spoke. I'll spoil that one. He said, just a cramp. I'll be at my next outing.
He'll be there. And he'll get one.
Yeah.
I think he's pitching well enough to get another start, don't you?
They kind of have to right now. Until Henderson's back, there is no conversation, I think, for it. I would assume
you're right.
Woody is going to take someone's spot. Is Woody going to take Sproat's spot or Gasser's spot? Probably Gasser's, right?
Well, and who do you like better, Sproat or Gasser?
It's an interesting one.
That's a tough. Both of them show promise. Both of them show that they need some maturation.
Let's keep it going. Cousin Tim, you've been hanging on. Cousin Tim, what's going on tonight?
Well, Judge J-Mo's in jail, and everybody else is in jail with Judge J-Mo right now.
For what?
Just for length. Just for
you ever
length.
have a baseball bat in your hand, Tim?
Yeah, and I've used it.
To hit a ball?
No. I used to go collect money for people that owed people money.
Oh, get out of here.
Yeah, you did.
I had to. Okay, that was my job. No, I'm just kidding.
No, so did you emulate anybody's batting stance?
Yeah, well, see, last night you had a good question. You know, your first baseball game. I was there. I was like 5 years old. I got to bring the booze in, man, with both of my grandmas and grandpas from both of my sides of my mother and father. And I got to carry the booze in, man.
You were the mule for the booze?
I was a mule.
Cartel Tim. That's what we're going to call him. Instead of Cousin Tim.
Cousin Cartel Tim.
Cousin Cartel. Yeah, I like it.
So this is where it all started. If you didn't pay my friend my money, if you owed him money, I went and collected.
It's like I never asked him if he emulated a batting stance. It's like it never occurred.
Pablo Escobar, who was his favorite batting stance to emulate.
Right.
Cecil Cooper.
Yeah, me too. That was one of my favorites for sure.
Sorry, but he was probably a number one.
Leaning back is a lefty.
You're just sitting back, really relaxed. You're just
way back a little bit, front leg kind of straight out toward the pitcher. There's real lean back, and then would sort of circle the bat a little bit. Just like that.
Tim, it seemed like real natural, right? It's like there was no pressure. It was an easy swing.
And Molitor on his warm-up swings would be wrap around the chest.
Molitor.
He would do a wicked warm-up swing, just wrap it around his chest a little bit.
I remember Braun's warm-up swing where it was always just like at his eye level too, and then he would do the back, like he would bring the bat around behind his back, and snap it or whatever to get the shoulders.
And he bashed Gene Segura in the face doing it.
Yeah, he did.
Hank Aaron would, and the only reason I know this, guys, is because I took some pictures of Hank in the on deck circle when I was a kid. I was about 10 or 11 years old and had an Instamatic Kodak 44 camera, ironically. But I would sneak down there, and he would toss the bat over his shoulder and then swing it down toward the ground, bring it back over his other shoulder. I got a picture of him, and I still am trying to find this thing. It's just a really, really stoic picture of Hank Aaron with that bat back up like this. I'm to the camera here.
Okay, I got kind of a couple questions here. And it's only because I've watched baseball for a lot of years, and I know a lot of other people have, but like the people that can hit home runs, like the batters, am I noticing like when they swing through, are there like both of their hands, right? Are they going down or are they going up? You know what I mean? Like when they're swinging, are they swinging down on the ball to swing up or whatever? You know what I mean?
There was a thing 20 years ago where it was the Bonds thing, where it was hit the bottom half of the ball, give it the backspin, and that's what got you projected home runs. I don't know if that's really the case. These days, it's probably angle more than anything, more so than hitting the bottom half of the baseball.
I know they go with the velo, the blast, all that, but no, I always thought of how their wrist would turn, or are they straight, or were they turned down and up,
or you
down
could go back to the
ball.
old Walt Reniak style. He was the hitting coach for Chicago, where it's the one-handed, all those slap hitters.
And hey, Tim, I know you're talking about like what's going on here, but to me the pitching has been like spectacular. I know the hitting's been great, but boy, the pitching, like you said, it was like the ERA is going down, down, down.
Well, and cousin Tim, to your point, Tim Allen, which do you trust to maintain this season till the end of the year, the pitching or the hitting?
Oh, geez, that's the one that I don't think any Brewer fan could answer because of just how our pitching has been decimated.
That hitting's
and our
on
players
a mission.
have been decimated.
Hitting's on a mission.
They're on a mission, man. I'm telling you.
I love it.
You gotta believe that part of that is that Dodger series. Part of it is that. I don't care what they've beaten some good pitchers this year.
Yeah, they have.
Some really good top end pitching. You play that series again right now, Tommy, Tim, the same three pitchers for LA. There's no way the Brewers score only 4 runs in that series. No chance of that. 0.
And Tim, can I ask you something? Remember last year when we swept the Dodgers? What was his name? Yamamoto?
Yeah.
I always think of the battleship from World War II. It was like the Yamamoto. And we sunk their battleship. And we sunk that guy. But when it came to the playoffs last year, something happened, and I don't know.
All right, Tim, go practice your batting stance, okay?
Thanks, Tim.
Cartel Tim.
Cartel Tim. Let's keep it going here. Got time for another one. Michael is in South Milwaukee. What's going on, Mike?
Hey, guys. I'll start off with emulating a batting stance since Gary Sheffield was taken already. I'd go with Sammy Sosa. It wasn't so much the stance. It was the hop after hitting a homer.
Yeah, there you go. Yep.
And my buddy Phil and I got to give him a shout out. We both grew up on cul-de-sacs playing home run derby in the early 2000s, key steroid era, and we loved every second of it. We'd be doing the Sammy Sosa hop, and we pretend to face the cameraman and do the little celebration you do in the dugout to the fake cameraman. So I'd say Sammy Sosa for who we copied the most.
I think more than a batting stance, though, I'll let you go here, Mike, and finish. But more so, you mentioned Sosa. It was the McGuire. To me, I think McGuire had one of the best swings for a right-hander in all of baseball's history. That swing was amazing. It was balanced. It was watch the side, the profile view of Mark McGuire. I mean, it is something to behold. But go ahead, Michael.
No, Tim, that was for me. I was born 1992, so I was like my prime, starting to remember baseball growing up, 9, 10, 11 years old. He had the better swing, but Sammy Sosa was more fun to emulate with the hop, the celebration, and he would sprint into right field to start the game. And I used to do that in second grade Menominee Falls Little League in front of 4 people.
You should have did the Todd Coffey from the bullpen.
I thought about it, but I didn't want to mess up. I had to be the person to fix the bullpen after practice, so I didn't want to scuff it up sliding in.
Okay.
But I would say going to Brandon Sproat, I'm a big Brandon Sproat guy. My friends give me a lot of slack that he's not it. I think as soon as he figures out his command, but it really is just the Sproater coaster with him. 1 second he's Cy Young, and as soon as he loses the zone, he's given up a grand slam. But I think the talent's there, the build's there. I'm glad it's just a hamstring cramp that he had tonight. But I'm pretty big on Brandon Sproat. I think he's going to be a part of this rotation going forward. And I mean, it really is his rookie year. He only had a handful of starts last year with the Mets. So I'm pretty high on him, and I think the Brewers are too. And we just kind of have to wait it out.
Michael, great call. Thank you. I'm a big fan of Sproat too. And I too get flack as well for being a Sproat fan. But his future's bright, man. It is. Harness the control. Just get a grip on that. I hate to use the old cliche that it's stuff, but his stuff is there.
Stuff is there. We got a few more people calling in. We're going to get you Pat Murphy on the other side too. And we've just been rewinding all show with batter stance.
A lot still on the way here. Potawatomi Sportsbook postgame show here in the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios. Tim Allen, Tommy Wortz. Brewers beat the Guardians in Game 2 of this 3-game series. They take the game in the series, go after the sweep tomorrow, 9-4 the final. We'll be right back. We will get to Pat Murphy in just a minute here. Want to get to a couple of more calls. Potawatomi Sportsbook postgame show here on the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network. And there's Tommy Wortz, Tim Allen, a 9-4 Brewers victory. Let's get right back to him. Need to hear from Pat Murphy. Oh, I think he has a lot to say about his offense and a Chad Patrick.
Ooh, there is
scoreless.
a juicy Brandon Sproat clip in there, too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Buckle in for that, Tim Allen. All right, let's go to Lee in Maryland on the Odyssey app. What's going on, Lee?
Hey, I used to live in West Bend, so don't let the Maryland tags on my car scare you.
All right.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. Hey, anyway, I caught the discussion late on the unusual batting stances. Has anyone tonight brought up Hunter Pence?
No, good one, though. That guy was a psycho in the box.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, that was actually scary. Hey, talking schedule here a little bit. I like to look way out. I retired recently. I'm going to travel out to St. Louis, see the Brewers on the 6th of July, and I'm going to see them in Pittsburgh on the 11th of July.
Nice.
But they've really got to rack up the wins here in this part of the season, because I don't know if you guys looked ahead. The Brewers only have 9 home games in September. Only 9. So it'd be nice to have about a 10 to 12 game lead on Labor Day.
Yes, it would. Absolutely.
Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is they have a 3-city road trip before they finish up with 3 at home against St. Louis. So I'm going to see them in Pittsburgh on September 15th. And then I love this. Okay, I live in Maryland. I'm a Brewers fan, but I follow the Orioles. I've lived here 20 years. Mm-hmm. I am looking forward to seeing them in Camden Yards.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to go. There's an unusual thing. Sunday night, September 20th, they play the Orioles at Camden Yards, and it's a Sunday night game because the Baltimore Ravens have a day game in the NFL, and they share the same parking lot, Camden Yards, and then M&T Stadium where the Ravens play. And I look back, it's been quite a few years since the Brewers have gone to Camden Yards. And I want to see Cheerio and I want to see Terang hit there. I think that's going to be worth the price of a ticket.
It will be.
And then after Baltimore, they have 3 in Philly. So you can imagine what that could be like if the Phillies at that time had maybe caught the Braves.
Mm-hmm.
So anybody listening, look ahead at the schedule because the Brewers are really light on home games going down the home stretch. So all I can say here, and I'll close with this, let's win as many as we can here in this part of the season. And I think they have 18 games in 17 days going into the All-Star break.
Yeah, so that St. Louis series you're talking about is when they're going to have 5 games in 4 days.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to be at the Monday night game, and then they got the split doubleheader on Tuesday afternoon.
Man,
that's
Tuesday
wild.
afternoon, Tuesday. So that's going to be crazy, and then they go on to Pittsburgh after that.
I can listen to Lee talk schedule for an hour and a half.
I know that.
So I'll hang up, listen to the rest of the show. You guys are doing great. I try to catch you whenever I can, and I stream you guys. So keep up the good work, and everybody look at this Brewers schedule because it was crazy.
Sure.
I remember when it came out last year, I'm going, man, whoever made this schedule just hates them in the late part of the season. You know,
if they wanted to keep it fair for everyone. They knew the Brewers were going to be good. Maybe.
Thanks,
all right, Lee. Thank you.
Yeah, and just in case, you could listen on the app like Lee does, or if you do not catch us live, youtube.com/@WI Sports Radio. You can watch us. Tim Allen literally has been doing this entire show shirtless. So make sure you go back and watch. For the Tarps Off show for Tim Allen.
There's one more thing on the schedule. They were talking about this, guys, on the Brewers Radio Network, Levering and Grindle today, about how some of these central teams are starting to get at the Brewers by getaway days at night. And I've been screaming about that for a while. Brewers organization, you need to do that back to them. You need to stop playing nice with these people. Start giving those teams in your division night game getaway days. It's up to the home team to schedule it unless there's a mileage proximity rule that takes place. So look into that when you're doing the schedule. So when the Cubs come in, give them a night getaway day every single series during the week. You make them travel. Reds did it. Reds are doing it to the Brewers this year. The Cardinals are doing it to the Brewers this year. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Time to start giving it back.
Let's keep it going here. Got a couple more to get to. Brian is in Valders. What's going on, Brian?
Hey guys, I was at the game tonight, and what a great game to watch.
Great game.
But listen, Rich's call, he let off the show tonight, and his call really stuck with me. And he was talking about Brewers baseball, and to me, the Brewers baseball really started this trek back in 2007, 2008, and we've been on this ride, this thing for a long time, going on 18 years, And yes, we haven't won a World Series. But, there's always a lot of luck involved in trying to win one of those, and we all want one, obviously, but I just feel like, it turned back then. And also, I know I'm going to get lambasted for saying this because a lot of people maybe don't agree with me, but we have to kudos to Mark Adonasio, because I'll tell you something. When Mark Adonasio took over this team, you have to remember what it was like prior to that. And I remember the 1990s and the 2000s and the stadium debate and all that stuff. And ever since Mark Adonasio took over this team, we've been successful. I know people all want to think he didn't win a World Series, isn't spending enough money, but he invests his money into his youth, and I give him a ton of credit for that. And our Dominican and all the farm system and all that stuff. So I think we need to really think about that.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
That's my comment.
All right, Brian, I'm with you. I think that was the first taste of this run. 2005 is when Adonasio bought the team, and it was that group. It was that Hardy and Hart and Fielder and Weeks and all those guys. That's what I think there was this sort of landscape change here. All right, let's one more. We get one more in before
I got
Murph.
one more. I want to just bring something up after too. Aaron is in Appleton. Go ahead, Aaron.
Hey guys, how you doing tonight?
We're doing great.
So Murphy's done this in the playoffs, but my suggestion, I love Sprout. I think he'll have amazing stuff, but my suggestion would be have maybe like a Chad Patrick start and then have Sprout come in after that.
Maybe.
Would that
it depends. It depends on health. It depends on the Brewers' rotation health. It really does. Chad Patrick, if you get him back to what he had been doing.
I guess my point is have somebody come in and start before Sprout comes in, and then have Sprout come in afterwards.
Aaron, I think you're setting us up beautifully, because if Brandon Sprout wants to sniff a playoff roster spot, he can't have Pat Murphy talking like this by any means about him. So
So he did it again, just like in Houston.
I'm telling you, it's Tobias Myers flashbacks of some comments that are coming out here. It feels like. Aaron, thank you so much for the call.
Then, I got one more. Do you think we need do you think we need another offensive batter at this point too?
Ooh.
Would you take Aaron? Would you take the Brewers?
I want a rise from the Giants. That would make our offense go.
Where are you going to put him? Third base?
Third base or second base? You could switch. You could switch people around, but I want him.
Yeah, it would have to go third base. You're not moving Terrain.
You can't move Pratt now either. They put up 113 runs in 15 games. The offense, it's a bad day to say they need an offensive guy. And I thought they needed an offensive guy. It's not. They just keep scoring. They keep winning too,
and they're winning. And that's the thing. All right, Aaron, we got to scoot. Thank you. All right, so a couple of weekends ago in Houston, it was clear to me. I don't know this, but it was clear to me that Pat Murphy had a come to Jesus speech with Sprout.
Yes. Prior
to either one of them addressing the media. I believe that happened. I don't know that happened. I believe that happened. Did that happen again tonight, Tommy, do you think?
Well, the first question is, what's going on with Sproat?
Yeah, it's just a cramp. He's fine. He'll be able to make his next start. Yep. That's the way Chad's been pitching all year. He had a couple hiccups, one in, wherever we were, where he didn't have that same conviction. Maybe something else bothered him. I'm not sure, but that's the Chad Patrick we're used to, that he's done most of the time. Conviction.
Some of your hitters are showing conviction, especially True.
Yeah, I mean, they fade in and out. They have great at bats, and guys fade in and out. Sal was really good tonight. Contreras had 2 great swings tonight. Churio 1, Yelich had 2. I just tracked the great at bats. Pratt had 2. Sanchez had 1. Terang had 1. Churio had 1. That's what I'm tracking.
Your starters next year, how are you able to count on him the way he was with Wortz starting?
Yeah, I mean, we can do that at times when we're stay disciplined. We can do that, but I mean, that guy's got great stuff. You can see it. He's got great stuff. It wasn't as pinpoint as he wanted to be, and
What did you like about the way
yeah, I mean, he had 2 great at bats where he stayed in the zone and didn't try to do too much. He'll tell you, it was predicted by some great Swami that his first hit would be between the 3-4 hole. That was a prediction that was told to him by the Swami. And then it came true, and he started to realize, hey, you know what? I don't have to do too much. So really proud of him. Really proud of him. Yeah, exactly. Slow base, awareness. We know he's going to play defense, And no, I mean, he did cramp. I saw him reach for it. He did cramp, but I thought it was poor concentration in that 4th inning. When things started to go bad, I think he lost his, or whatever type of focus it was poor, because he was capable of throwing the ball in the zone and didn't, because he did it the first 3 innings. So that's youth, and that's something that's got to change.
Before Jackson's home run, David Hamilton had 2 hustle plays. He hit his base and then he stole the base. In other sports, you can see how teammates look out for each other. But does it happen with your team or in baseball where Jackson, not like he rewards it with a home run, but he's trying to?
I think what happens, I think that's a great question. I think what happens is when you put pressure on the pitcher from a different standpoint, from the base running standpoint, you put pressure on the pitcher, he then becomes more aware of the base runner and what he can do, the havoc he can cause. And sometimes, you don't know for sure, but sometimes that creates a lack of execution on the pitch. And then that helps the hitter.
It's got to change.
Who?
Who's in the doghouse?
Sproat. Oh,
I think you might be right. Hey, come on, Brandon.
Yeah, that
fight your way out. Fight that dog.
He did cramp, but I thought it was poor concentration in that 4th inning. When things started to go bad, whatever type of focus it was poor, because he was capable of throwing the ball in the zone and didn't. Oof. Oof.
Wow.
Maybe not Tobias level of doghouse, but it's the closest we've seen since that.
It is. And coming off the heels a few weekends ago in Houston, same thing. But sandwiched in the middle there, couple of decent starts and a decent start to this outing, except that fourth inning. They got away with it. They got away with a 9-4 victory. This is all how Pat Murphy works his players. You lead in different ways to different people. All right, we'll take a break, come back, and get you your insurance run of the game, brought to you by G2 Insurance, your friend in insurance. Another Brewers victory. Tim and Tommy talking about it. Potawatomi Sportsbook post-game show here in the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios. Final couple of minutes, Potawatomi Sportsbook postgame show here on the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network. Tim Allen, Tommy Wortz. Shane Drowan's going to start. So this series was Gasser, Sproat, and Drowan, and you're going to sweep them?
You're calling it now?
I don't know, but...
Oh, come on. Don't back down. Call it.
I want to use the broom again. Do I need to bring it to Summerfest?
Oh.
I doubt they'll let me ride in my ex-wife's broom.
Why? If you complain enough, you can bring a broom in. Yeah, definitely.
Hey, the Brewers are about to sweep the Guardians. You got to let me have this broom in, or at least borrow one when I'm in there. Yeah, we'll check on that.
There's plenty of brooms at Summerfest. Yeah,
I would think. All right, let's check our G2 Insurance runs of the game. It's brought to you by G2 Insurance, your friend in insurance.
Cooper Pratt, not only did he get his first career hit, his first career multi-hit game, first career run scored,
stolen base,
first career stolen base, first career RBI, and all in the same night. Some people, the greatest achievement of the day.
Of the night.
Some people are calling it that. The G2 Insurance run. Oh, yeah, Cooper Pratt.
And Pratt into right field, a base hit. One run is in. Freeland, Perkins will stop. Cooper Pratt has his first RBI in the big leagues. 9-4 Milwaukee.
Have a day, Cooper Pratt. Couple of hits. Gets his first big league RBI on this pitch right here. Drives it to the opposite field.
I mean,
just love the Coop chants. Love it, love it, love it. Don't ever stop. That's going to help him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I feel like the Luke chants didn't happen until he was good, right? And then he stayed good because of the Luke chants.
This was immediate.
Yeah, this one, Coop gets knighted right away.
Awesome.
In sports, you want a teammate who's been there before. In Wisconsin, that teammate is G2 Insurance Services. They aren't just an agency. They're your friend in insurance, whether you're a business owner needing a specialized BOP or a homeowner protecting your family. G2 builds relationships on honesty and value, from auto and home to complex commercial coverage. Tom and the team at G2 have been the neighborhood pros since 2004. Don't get caught without a game plan. Call G2 Insurance Services today at 262-784-0644 or visit G2INS.com. Want to get a couple of texts in here from the Nicolay Law Talking text line. Big win listening to you on the iHeart app in Virginia. That's another way that you can do this. The 414 says Sprout's the GOAT. He will come around. Marquise Grissom getting a mention here on batting stance as well. I was a righty, but Jeff Jenkins was the super high back elbow. I love that one back in the day. My Brewers fandom started in 2002. Needed something to flip on when my parents came in the room, so that when I was watching WWE and I wasn't supposed to, I got hooked on Brewers baseball. At Timmy, do we need to add some inning eaters now to this Brewers baseball team?
Maybe. I think maybe. You're going to have to start chewing up a few more innings. Yes. All right. Listen, we're going to be out and about tomorrow.
We are. Summerfest.
We're going to be at Summerfest tomorrow.
Yeah, we just got our tickets today. Did we get the stubs? No. Tim had to download an app, baby.
You had two
apps. Three apps? Might have had to go with 3 apps today.
3, yeah. That's true.
It was a TGI Fridays endless apps for Tim Allen today.
Oh, technology was maddening today.
But we're going to be there 4 to 6. Potawatomi Sportsbook postgame show. If you're going to be at Summerfest, come say hi, and maybe Tim will have a broom.
We'd love to see you there. And talk to some post gamers, and hopefully talking about a Brewers victory too. So Summerfest is here, and we're at it tomorrow with the Potawatomi Sportsbook post game show. We'll be live in the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network mobile studios at the Summerfest grounds near the hole-in-one contest.
Ooh.
So we'll see you over there.
$5,000 for the first person to hit a hole-in-one, by the way.
You going to give it a try?
Oh, I would need way more than 3 tee-ups like they're giving, so.
All right, very good. Well, you guys have a great night. We'll see you again tomorrow. Tommy will get you ready with the leadoff show tomorrow at noon.
Noon.
And after the game, we'll see you right here talking Brewers baseball. For Tommy Wortz, my name is Tim Allen. Once again, the final tonight. Brewers win it 9-4. They'll go after the sweep tomorrow. And as always, have a great night and smile, Wisconsin. Bob Uecker is smiling back.